Welcome to High Infidelity, the best cheating videos on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's get into the video.
Finally found out that my girlfriend of 10 plus years and fiancé of 4 years has been cheating on me for the last 3 years, after deciding to put all of our money into purchasing a house. Yesterday morning a man 5 years younger than me, 30, appeared in my driveway screaming. I walked to see my fiancé outside, and this man claiming to be shocked that the woman he's been dating for 3 years has a house, a dog and a boyfriend. He left after saying his piece while I was outside with the two of them. My girlfriend and I have been together for 10 years. We've had ups and downs and got engaged while I was away in grad school. When I came back to live with her, I noticed something was different. We just weren't incredibly close and didn't feel the intimacy we had previously, but promised each other to work on it. Things got better, and eventually we decided instead of having a wedding, we wanted to use the money we saved up and that our family would be gifting us to buy a house. After a year into living in the house and her fighting with me for years about letting her be independent and letting her have nights out with her friends, I find out she's had a relationship with this other guy for years. I don't know what to do. Our lives are so intertwined, and we have this amazing house in both of our names. And an amazing dog. She hasn't denied anything and has seemingly been telling me the truth about this guy. That he filled a void in her life that I wasn't filling. That she did it because she wanted to feel wanted again and something about her feeling young again. I think our situation has been a lot on her and she wanted a chance to feel like she was in college again or something. Not really fair to me. She said she wants us to work, but I just can't get the image of her and this lie out of my head. I love our life and our families in our house, but I don't know if I can ever love her again. Help me please. Update. I decided to spend the weekend apart from her after finding out the news. I confided in some friends who gave me some solid advice, but basically told me that I shouldn't make any rash decisions one way or the other. To sit and feel these emotions, but not try to let them rule your life, and to expect ing answers. I know my girlfriend treated me like absolute acid, but I do not hate her or want her dead. I know this sounds weird and may be indicative of losing that feeling of love for her, but I don't want her to die on a curb. I just want honesty and for us to be honest with ourselves. I want the courage to make the honest decision for myself first and foremost. We have talked a lot in the last few days between each other and have fought about her justifying doing what she did. It cannot be justified. But it did let us know what is wrong between us. I am seeing a separate independent therapist and a couple therapist with her this week. But this week, I took off of work and told her I am heading to the beach. I decided we needed time apart to settle our emotions and get clear-headed. She has been really hammering me with the guilt of the things that I have done to her over the years, and although there's some truth to that, I think she needs to look in the *****ing mirror. Also, a thing that I noticed is she's more defensive about her actions and scared of losing the house to me and being labeled the one who cheated versus how I feel as the person who had their life turned upside down. And that's telling. So this week I am leaving her with all of the responsibilities that I usually do, the things she doesn't come close to understanding, the things I do around our house. I know you all have your pitchforks out and want me to dump her bad and make it a big evil thing, but that's just not how I am. I would rather make a sound decision, and once I do that, feel good about that decision. And if it's to leave her the way I will make her feel as bad as I did will be because I have become a better person because of her awful actions, and she will be miserable seeing that person who she could have been with. But I am not quite at that stage yet, still quite shell-shocked. Update 2. A lot has transpired in the past month or so, and therapy has helped me immensely. My ex-fiancé and I agreed that she needed to move into a new apartment and we needed to be completely broken up. We have both allegedly been seeing separate therapists and have also agreed to not speak for at least a month. That time is for me. I have found that the constant contact and rehashing of things and arguments with her hasn't helped at all and in fact puts me back into an emotional mess, so I am avoiding that until I feel better about it. If I ever do, this time period since I last made an update has thrown me in the most pain that I have ever experienced in my life. But I believe there can be some good out of it. I have been exercising, I have been on a few dates and have started to become more aware of who I am and what I want/need in life and in someone else. When you are in a long-term relationship like this that changes very slowly and were brought up with a family history of infidelity, you start to normalize this. And that has been my biggest problem. I have no idea of what a normal relationship is and could be. So talking to people who have no history of stuff like this and who have no clue about our situation has helped because it makes me realize how messed up our lives were and how messed up what she did was. I also recently contacted the guy who apparently had no idea about this either. He hasn't reached back to me yet. I wanted some clarity on a few things and also to see if she had seen him since D-Day. My ex has been trying to get back together with me, but I have absolutely no intentions of ever doing that. What will transpire in the next several months is that I will buy her out from our house and slowly move on. I will probably give one last final update to this once I sign the papers and move on with my life. But I wanted to thank all of the people who supported me on here or in DM. It's really not something you can prepare yourself for or can really grasp what it's like until you go through it, and I am still newly going through it. I have constant nightmares and feel very low energy depressed at times. But it is possible to feel good and even excited about the future, and I can see glimpses of that now. I want to tell anyone else who goes through something like this that you need to do whatever you can in your power to step away from the situation. Try to get a broader view of your life and remove immediate contact from the person who had the affair because they are toxic and will make you feel awful. Feel the pain, but try to understand that this isn't your problem. Force yourself to do things like go out with friends or go on vacation and preoccupy your mind. A book that really helped me that was recommended by my therapist is Broken Open by Elizabeth Lesser. Story 2. I'm tired of being a slave for my family. I'm tired of doing things for other people. I have been out of high school for 3 years and have practically forgot everything. I have 2 months to prepare for an SAT exam for university. Yet my selfish family do not care. One of my aunts whom I am staying with sends me to the store every 10 minutes to get something, not considering how I feel about it. My other aunt sends me her 10-year-old son 10-page homework to solve every day because she can't discipline her child. He's too bratty, so he pretends he doesn't know how to do it. The homework takes about 1 hour. On top of that, she tells me to come every day for 2 hours to help him study. On that same day, I also have to help my 20-year-old cousin with his work for another 2 hours, barely giving me the time to study myself. I tell my aunt no, and I can't do it, but my mother says I have to, and if I tell my mother no, she will go on a tantrum about how I am the most disrespectful son of all time. She even sets up appointments of any kind to do other people's errands, and she doesn't tell me until the exact day of it. And despite me having plans, she forced me to cancel them or I'd be disrespectful. My uncle sees me Steve Jobs because I forgot my password. Every literal single week his phone is broken or his Instagram is hacked because he keeps DM'd Instagram bots. I understand the issue in 10 minutes, and even if I can't fix it he tells me to keep on trying even though I'm insisting I don't know how to fix it, as if some magical solution will appear out of nowhere. And those 10 minutes turn to 4 hours, and at the end of it all, if I couldn't fix it he gives me sly comments about how I'm choosing not to fix it and I'm being selfish. And I can't say anything about it because I